In this video, we're gonna talk about something very vulnerable, something near and dear to our heart. And this is how we almost made a huge mistake that could have costed us $200,000, which we see a lot of physical therapists, a lot of chiropractors doing the same exact thing. And we want you guys to learn from us.
You made me laugh because you're like so cute when you turn and laugh. But honestly, you guys, this is so true. Like us learning this has unlocked so much more in our lives. And we want nothing more than other people to unlock that as well, because we know the abundance it's going to create for them too. And it's a whole new framework. And one of my favorite things about you guys watching these videos and learning these things that we're on our journey, like we're all just walking each other home on this thing, man. But one of our favorite things is that once you start to learn them, you can never, I always say once you expand, you can never go back, right? So once you learn this framework, you're going to be like, whoa, I low key was thinking about it all wrong. And like he said, we've had so many times that you might be processing like, I already have a coach, I've already spent this money, I need to wait. Like all these old school limiting beliefs of like, okay, I'll do that next January, I'll do this, like these very linear ways of thinking. And what we want to unlock for you is like quantum ways of thinking. Like nothing has to be linear in your life, and actually the outcomes never are either when you make decisions in this energy versus a very like linear 1+1 energy. What we're going to teach you is the way to think, the way to move, the way to step into this next level of you to get results that you've never seen or results that you never knew were possible.
My name is Dr. Odell. Welcome back to another channel. And we are very excited because on our channels, what we do is help physical therapists and chiropractors build 7-figure practices. And if that's your goal, not even 7 figures, if your goal is $50K a month, $20K a month, $30K a month, then you landed on the right channel, because we're gonna give you all of the principles that we teach our mastermind students, as well as what we've gone through as well, getting to where we are today.
Yeah, we want chiropractors and physical therapists to actually understand business, because it's one thing just to have a business that you work for and you kind of built yourself a job. And there's another thing to understand business and understand that that's where all the freedom, all the choice, all the cash flow, all of these things come from. So it's like our mission. We always say that we're entrepreneurs that also happen to be physical therapists and chiropractors. So everything we learn, we eat, breathe, sleep business. Everything we learn, we take through the scope of how would this be applied to create abundance and like grow physical therapy and chiropractic, because we all know how much people need that, and we need a really healthy you so that we can be reaching the masses of people. So welcome.
Welcome.
Let's dig in.
Here's our $200,000 mistake. For context, we work with a coach right now for $2,000 a month. And we had this amazing opportunity to work with this new coach who's gonna teach us how to get to $1 million months. And whether you get to 400K a month, 500K a month, 200K a month, we were like, sweet. One of the biggest mistakes that we would have done was not taking action on this second coach, because we're already working with the first. And guess what? This second coach is $6,000 a month. So we were like, whoa, now we're spending $8,000 a month on coaching. Should we like finish out our coaching with this first coach, or should we jump into this opportunity and start working with the second coach? Guess what we did? We're like, roll it. We went to the second coach as well. So now we have 2 coaches, $8,000 a month total. And in this, if we wouldn't have taken action with this coach, we would have left $200,000 on the table.
Yeah, so cool. And this was really birthed out of, I got a DM from someone that was really interested in what we're doing and our HBA, so working with us, right? And this doc was like, man, I just signed up with another coach. So 2 things, you will never ever hear us speak ill about anyone, any other coaching, anything. That has nothing to do with us. But what we can speak to is like, we know the value that this container provides for people. We know the value that the outcome that it's created in our own lives, right? So I told Odell, I'm like, dang, I think the core thing that I want this doc to be thinking about is a whole different framework. Like I feel like they are asking the wrong question, because instead of asking like, darn, I just signed up for this coach, like when it's done in 6 months, I really want to work with you guys next. The question that I would have asked that like a few years ago, or thought that way a few years ago, the way that we think about it now, the question that we ask is what is the opportunity cost? So with us not taking action, every single thing we do, we're going to take it through 2 scopes. Take action, what are the outcomes? Not take action, what do we miss out on by not taking action on this? For example, with that coach, if we would not have taken action on adding this whole nother skill set, this whole nother learning, like way of taking everything, thinking, way of taking everything through, skill sets, all of that, we truly would have missed out on, and this is just that we know of,
yes.
200K. Like
200K. And you said 6 months. 6 months from now is that opportunity cost. Like, this is just like a container of making an extra 100K a month. Guess what? In 6 months, we're not only going to be making an extra 100K a month from this knowledge source that we're getting this information. Now it can be 2 or 3. Now it's like 600K, 700K, 800K that we're missing out on by not taking action. And that's the framework that we have to take it through.
Yeah,
so
100%.
important.
So asking the right questions. So it's never like, oh man, what is this going to cost me? Or
expense.
Yeah, what is this expense to me? It's always like, if I don't invest this in it, what's the opportunity cost that I miss out on in not doing it? And the really cool thing is, like, you're rewiring your brain on how to think. And you're thinking it really is against the grain on many of the ways that we've all grown up, which is grow up, pay your bills, pay your loans off, do this thing, wait. You're kind of like reactive to growth, or you're in like a linear growth model. The opposite is true. We call this almost like, it's like collapsing time. So it takes this thing where what you could accomplish, what you think it would take a year to accomplish, you actually can accomplish in 1 to 3 months, because you have the new framework, the new questions, the new outcomes, the new inputs. So you're getting different results. So that is just the most powerful thing is with this client, if she chose to work with us and we could add 1, 2, even like one thing in her business that would create, say, 5 new clients a month or something, you're going to 10x your investment.
Yes. And one of the big things that we like to teach our mastermind students, which if you want to apply to work with us, like some of the clients that you guys hear us talk about on this channel, go ahead in the description and apply to work with us individually in our mastermind. One of the things we like to teach our clients is how to think, the mindset, how to think. Because if we all have the same 24 hours in a day, guess what? It can't be us working harder or doing this fancy new strategy, right? We have to think different, and we have to figure out how to leverage our time. And that's one of the big things that we teach, is because if you currently knew how to get there, you will be there already.
Okay, so one of the things that I've noticed that we went through was we are coaching with this coach that has been super valuable. 0 complaints at all. We have loved it. We've gained a ton from it, but we also didn't know what we didn't know. Like, we found this other, like, we added on more coaching, or we added on another coach, and it's just like a whole new level. So the really cool thing is there might be times in your life where you're like, man, yeah, this is working and this is really great. But once you experience this thing that you didn't even know was possible, it's like it opens you up to so much more. So it's really, really cool, because there's so many times in our life we're like, yeah, we're doing this because like we're always going to be in coaching. We're always going to be learning. We're always going to. And it's okay for a natural progression to be like, whoa, there's another option that also will add even more value to my life too. So don't close that down for yourself. Like, allow yourself to change and grow and like try new things too, which is super cool.
Which is really cool. What you said earlier is like, we'll never talk bad about another coach. We never talk about, you never hear us even talk about another program, because that's actually irrelevant. We know the results that our program has for our clients, whether they're working with 4 or 5 other coaches. It really, really doesn't matter. And oftentimes we do have people join our mastermind that are already working with other coaches. And guess what? Oftentimes, just like we would in a physical therapy clinic or a chiropractic clinic, it's like, what other providers are you seeing? Let's collaborate. Let's figure out how we can like work together and figure out what they're teaching you and how we can complement what we're doing as well, and make sure we're not crossing over in that as well. So that's how we think, and that's who the people you need in your corner.
Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things is that we had the opportunity, gratefully enough, to be at tables with, like, one guy was doing 500 million, and then tables with people that are pushing like $500,000 months and all of this stuff. And we are just like, whoa, this is super cool. We want to learn and ask the right questions to these people. And we're always like, what do you do in your life to be able to move faster? Or like, what would be the number one thing? I am yet to meet someone who does not have mentorship. Like, literally, I am yet to meet a super successful person that does not have mentorship. And most of these people don't just have a business coach. They have multiple business coaches, relationship coach, a fitness coach, a like church coach, like all of these like different things that actually support them in becoming the best rounded human. And they know that the number one investment they can make is in themselves. The number one investment they can make is in themselves, because it's always the quickest like return. And even, you guys know I love real estate. I was telling him earlier, I'm sitting there like calculating all these deals for another inner circle member, really trying to dial in because I love like a 20% cash in, cash return. I digressed. I said to him, at the end of the day, there's real estate, there's the S&P, there's going to be Bitcoin, there's going to be like blah, 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 whole life. There's all these different vehicles to cultivate or wealth, purchasing planes, purchasing art, purchasing whatever, ways to store your wealth. But at the end of the day, it's kind of crazy because your biggest, quickest vehicle is yourself, is your business. Like, there's all this stuff that you guys want to think about making money or cash flow outside, when the answer to everything that you want is you investing in you and then putting all of that attention, singular focus into your business. And truly, like, that's what this channel is all about. And the concept is that you guys can learn from our mistakes, learn from the things that we go spend our time, energy, and money on to learn to get there faster, so that you can not have the mistakes and that you can get there 10 times faster as well.
I love what you said about the different levels of coaching. Guess what? No matter what level you are, no matter where you're looking to go revenue-wise, you should always have a coach. And in my mindset, like, it's always like 0 to whatever, you're getting access to a coach that's making 6 figures a month. Like some of you to us. And when you're making 6 figures a month, guess what? We get access to those who are doing millions of dollars a month. And then our coaches who are doing like 5, 6, 7, $10 million a month, guess who they're working with? They're working with those who are doing higher than that, 10 million a month. Then it just keeps going. Guess what? It never ends. So you get access to the next thing. So now what we're learning from our coaches that are doing $1 million months, we get to pass down to you guys, because a lot of people that are under 6 figures a month wouldn't get access. Actually, the floor of being in this group is 100K. So you can't get in the group if you're making less than 100K. So we
that
we're in. Sorry, not in our group. But we get to take all the stuff that we're learning and give it to all of our mastermind students that wouldn't get access to that information. And guess what? All the information that we can't get access to our coaches making $5 million a month, he gets access to people who are making $100 million. That's how the game works. So you always want to be in coaching, and that's how you grow much faster.
It's so cool, and it's just that's not linear either. Like, we even have, I would say, like a mentor or resources that they have 50,000 YouTube subscribers. And maybe they're making like monthly, they're probably making like 10 to 15K in their own like little YouTube business. But it's like, we can learn from them in that niche of like what the skill set that they have really dialed in YouTube, and they can coach us in that. Like, we also are the people that you always have something to learn from everyone. And I feel like that's another quality. This has almost gone from let's slash limiting beliefs, let's slash that question about coaching, because it really does come down to this, and it's a mindset and a way of thinking that is going to be growth oriented or is going to unlock new levels for you. And that's the other thing. When you ask really, really successful people, like when I was in San Diego and I was at that table having lunch with this guy that his company is doing 500 million. So his goal was to get to $1 billion. They did a bunch of like ship retrieval for NASA and just all this crazy stuff, right? What do you think that he spent most of his time doing? He's asking me questions. And I literally was like, well, like, this is silly. Like, I want to spend this time asking you questions. Like, you guys know I want to ask questions and shut my mouth and listen. And he's like, no. Like, I always have something to learn from everyone. And he was dual enrolled at Stanford and Yale as like a 60-year-old man. He's like, oh yeah, I just got done with some courses over there at Yale. And now I'm going to go out to Silicon Valley and do a few Stanford courses too. A lifelong learner. So the ability to consistently seek counsel, seek guidance, seek coaching, because you will get there faster with way less scars.
Let's go. I love that. And if you guys want another coach, whether you have one right now or you don't have one, and you want to work with us individual so we can help you get to your goals, specifically to you individualized, go ahead, click the link in the description, apply to work with us. We'll hop on a strategy call, make sure you're a good fit, and give you some quick wins to leave with as well.
It's literally our favorite thing to do.
Literally. If you haven't already, which I know you guys already did, make sure you like and subscribe on this video and comment below what you want to see more of, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Bye, guys.